I'm Kevin Yuko, the writer, editor, and director of Dancing Shoes. This is my first short film. The images are based off of a script I wrote, and the lyrics express exactly what I wanted to evoke. Moving into the future, all he sees is the traffic. He doesn't even notice the sun setting on the horizon, because the past is still with him in the form of the rearview mirror. He just sees the cracks ahead, like the crack on the windshield. And he's moving on with trepidation, which is what the gulp represents. His relationship is still with him, but they're on parallel tracks. They'll never meet again. But he doesn't know that yet. Everything's telling him to go ahead, to move on, but all he sees are trapdoors, one-way streets. He doesn't even notice the exits. He just notices the blockades that reinforce the trapped nature of his current existence. Watches people, groups, couples happy, and it makes him feel more alone, more isolated as he watches them go. A place where people congregate, the bar. Two people come together, hold hands, move off into the light as he watches. He's off center, he's calling her, but he's not quite there. Everything's neat, but it's also empty. He's sleeping, even if he's not there. Everybody's rushing on both levels ahead in their lives, and he's just standing on the same bridge, scratching an itch that might not be even real. He's watching his phone, looking for messages. As a woman gets up to the top, she knows exactly where she is. He has no idea where he is. Another woman with a dog is met by a companion, and they form a family, which he doesn't have. He's tired of this win or lose because he's already lost it, just like the Alamo. He's no knight in shining armor like there were at the Alamo. He's just a person trying to find his way. And he's tired. This is the last straw. This is where he has to move on. But he's still searching for where to go. He's holding on to anything he can get his hands on because he still sees the light on other people. Everything's pouring down on him. This is crossroads. This is where he has to make the decision. But the past is still with him. He still carries it with him even as he sees the future until he drops it. Now he's just looking in the future, and he has to go through the ritual of taking off the excess skin, which is what the shaving represents. And he has to pick his chin up and move on. As he calls her, he's facing straight ahead. It's messy, but it's life. This is who he is. He now has an opportunity to leave this life, to leave this room, and to rush out. But it's still intimidating to him. He still has to hold on. He's not ready to jump yet into the future. They're a little less intimidating. There are more people, but they seem more comforting. He's taking his hands off. He's not holding on to anything. He's free. The ripples of time as he jumps into the future. There are so many avenues he could go on, but instead he just goes straight ahead, moves on with an overcast sky, which could lead to troubles ahead, but that's life. First time we see him walking, he's walking away from us, away from his past, and into the future. Out from the darkness and into the light. Thank you for joining me.